All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the opening bell on a Tuesday morning. Brought to you by TD Markets and TD Markets Academy. Good morning. I go by the name of Tshepo, and I will be taking you guys through to this morning's opening bell. I trust and I hope everything is well on your end. All right. So it's a Tuesday. Let's start the session by looking at gold. We're gonna look at Bitcoin as well and Nasdaq, right? So those are the three pairs we're focusing on this morning. It's gold, Nasdaq, as well as Bitcoin. And these are going to be updates, all right? We've already spoken about these assets. So we're going to do some updates and then we'll take it day by day, all right? So we've got Nasdaq. We're going to start with Nasdaq. So our technical analysis on Nasdaq has not changed, all right? So when price was going up, we were anticipating price to continue this move towards the upside, all right? And then it gave us a correction in between. And then from this correction, we were anticipating price to still continue pushing towards the upside, all right? And then it did go up, give us another correction. With this correction, we're anticipating price to resume the momentum towards the upside. So when price was going down here, right, these were opportunities for some entries. This was an opportunity for an entry, obviously somewhere here. And then this one too, somewhere here was an opportunity for an entry because these were simple corrections, right? These pullbacks that we see here did not indicate that price is reversing. At least on our side, we did not see that. We saw that the market was going to continue pushing towards the upside. So what we see at the moment is there's a lot of momentum towards the upside. So this could be the impulse wave we have been targeting, all right, from the previous lows. So we're anticipating Nasdaq to continue pushing back to that high, all right? This is the previous all-time high. We're anticipating Nasdaq to continue pushing all the way there. So any retracement or pullback, right, or correction, however you want to define it, any correction we get here, to us, it's a simple continuation of the current momentum, all right? We are not interested in looking for any downside. We're just interested in looking for any upside because the overall structure is extremely bullish, all right? What price was doing here, it was just creating opportunities, all right? It was just creating bullish trading opportunities. And now we're likely going to see Bitcoin, Nasdaq fly this week and go all the way back to that high, possibly take that high out. But we are just looking for it to go back to this high. Right, whatever happens after that, we'll take it as it comes. So this is how Nasdaq is looking from a technical point of view. Nothing has changed for us. All right, you look at Bitcoin as well. The last time we spoke about Bitcoin, we said it's most likely going to go back down to this price level here, right? 89,394. That's what we said the last time, and then price broke below that. So looking at how the current price is, looking at how the current structure is at the moment, it seems like price is likely going to continue pushing towards the downside, looking at how things are at the moment. All right, so we're looking for this week at least, right? This week we're anticipating Bitcoin to continue trading lower. Once this correction is done, for it to resume trading towards the downside. All right, so this is how we are approaching Bitcoin this week. And then you've got gold, all right? I've kept this for, the last pair for this morning. And then we've got gold. When we spoke about gold the last time, obviously we have been bullish. You guys have been there. You've watched our trading rooms, our opening bells. We've just been bullish on gold, right, for the longest of time. And when it retraced and gave us this late last year, we were still bullish, right, up until that high. And then you had this correction as well. So with this correction as well here, we were still bullish, all right? So we did not, I was not interested in selling any or gold. So from here on, we mentioned that gold is going to go back to 4.5, 4.7, up until 5,000. So it's on 5,000 right now. The trend is extremely aggressive, right? Looking at this trend line, the trend is extremely aggressive. You've got small pullbacks in between, and you've got those explosive movements, right, towards the upside. So we've hit 5,000. The momentum is still bullish. it seems like gold is gonna go all the way to, for now, we're looking at this approaching 5,200, right? That is our next target on gold, 5,200 there, right? Whatever it does, it may give us bigger correction, whatever the case is, but we are not interested in selling gold. We're interested in buying gold. So 5,200 is our next possible target on gold, and then we'll take it there, right? So gold is extremely bullish, extremely bullish. And these were trading opportunities. So these corrections, they were definitely buying opportunities. The most recent one being this one, buying opportunities. All right, so you've got these buying opportunities here, right? So we're looking for the next one to continue the momentum towards the upside. So yeah, so that's our approach on gold, approach on Nasdaq, as well as Bitcoin. All right. Now, obviously, there is some interest rates decision that is expected this week on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow, the Fed is going to announce their funds rate or interest rates. And obviously, with the policy, with the current Fed policy, it favors a bullish dollar. Sorry, not a bullish dollar. It favors a bullish gold, right? So the current Fed policy favor a bullish gold. So whatever the interest rates, even if they, more especially if they lower interest rates, right? If they lower interest rates or keep it steady, then that is gonna push the price of gold towards the upside. All right. You're also looking at Nasdaq in the mix. So yeah, so a lot of a lot of traders are keeping an eye on this week's Fed interest rates announcement, and they are keeping their eyes on gold at the same time for some bullish momentum or for a continuation towards the upside. All right. So have a look at that. Have a look at some interest rates and see how gold is gonna react to that. But it's extremely bullish. All right, so that's it, guys. That's it from my end. Keep an eye on these assets, and then we will continue again later today. We do have a trading room later today. We will look at more assets on the trading room at 2 p.m. All right, so that's it from us, guys. Have a good one. Enjoy. Keep an eye, and then we'll chat again later at 2. Cheers, everyone.